Okay, hello everybody. Have not been on here in a while because been dealing with other things. As you can see, Chess is in the back over there. Um, and we can get this thing going. Okay, so this is an IVF update. We will be going next month. We'll actually be flying out on the 8th, which I will be documenting everything to go on. That's going to go on for a while now, and we're going to be sitting here and getting all ready. Now, so far we have done all the blood work, and we've done 2 separate tests on myself and 1 separate test on my husband, which was just a sperm count and checking his spermies. With me, I did a transvaginal sonogram and ultrasound, and then I did a water ultrasound or sonogram, whichever you want to call it. Those were very uncomfortable. I think the guy that actually did mine was very rough, because he did like grab my cervix and pull it over really hard, and yeah, I was not comfortable during this whole situation. I got some coffee today from a coffee shop up the street from me, called Grounds for Compassion. Good decaf. I will give them that. But what we're going to do is talk about tests and everything else. So all my blood work came back. I am good to go with my blood work and everything. Having problems with Mate getting them to actually send the paperwork to my doctor in Mexico. I don't know what they're doing. So I literally emailed them and said, can you please send me my results, because my doctor did not receive them. That way I can make sure she receives them. So having that problem. I am going to go to work here in just a little bit. So this is going to be pretty much a short update to what is going on. I will be showing you guys my results and everything else whenever I get them all. We did have a surprise diagnosis, which didn't really surprise me, but it does mean one of the test results is a false positive. So in turn, I did find out the reason I have had so many issues miscarrying and carrying babies anyway is because I have autoimmune disorders. And I said orders. So I actually have 2. We won't know exactly which ones they are, but we have a feeling one is celiacs, because I have a lot of problems eating gluten and everything else. It does make me sick. It makes me swell. Most of the time, I actually switched my diet and everything recently. I've lost a little bit of weight, but I'm still not really losing, and I won't really lose until I get into a specialist so they can get the inflammation under control. My weight is actually inflammation. Has nothing to do with how much I eat or how active I am. If anybody knows me, I'm extremely active. I don't like to sit in place. I like to go do things. I like to go to the gym and everything else. I go to the gym every day. And I don't just sit there, and I don't just play on my phone or anything else. I'm actually working out. So I'm actually in a lot of better shape underneath all the inflammation than what I look like. So that is one thing I did find out, which kind of relieves me, because it's like, okay, so I'm not crazy. It's not all in my head. The irony is I had been asking for those tests for more than 20 years here in the States. I have had weight issues and everything else for over 20 years. I barely eat. I don't gorge. I'm very, very active in everything else, and I have problems losing weight. So in turn, we are going to start treating it. I am on a anti-inflammation diet. In other words, anything that can cause inflammation in my diet has been removed. So red meats, gluten, which is a lot of stuff. It's really hard to find gluten-free food. I did not realize how hard it is until I realized, yeah, I can't have it. But yeah, so we've removed gluten from my diet. We've removed a lot of things from my diet that cause inflammation, which has helped. I don't swell as much. My feet don't swell as much. My arms don't swell as much. I'm not in as much pain because I've been in pain for more than 20 years. Constant, not going away. But that's okay. We now know what's wrong, so we can deal with it. That's the way I'm looking at it. We now know what's going on, so that's going to make it easier. My doctor is going to put me on medication as soon as we find out I'm pregnant to keep me pregnant. So that's going to be the big difference between here and there right now, besides actually doing the testing that I've been asking for. And it's sad that I've been to more than a dozen doctors here in the States. More than a dozen doctors here in the United States to try to figure out what's been going on with me. Which the last doctor said it's my sleeping habits, or that my favorite thing that he put in my little file was he put me on Ambien. Okay, I didn't like it because it made my leg twitch. My leg twitches, I wake up. He put that I was getting up and eating, that I was gorging at night, and I don't eat past like 7 o'clock. So yeah, he didn't listen very well. He also put a lot of other crazy stuff that was never said into my file. Needless to say, I did find another doctor. I go to her on the 5th of October, which I'm getting treated for the infection that is a false positive anyway, because it's not going to hurt anything. Just like I'm getting a flu shot as well as the new COVID vaccine when it comes out prior to going to Mexico, because I want to prevent catching anything, or lessen the case if I do catch anything. That way I am just well taken care of. And yes, I believe in immunizations as well as vaccines. I do use them, even though my doctors have told me not to, because I am autoimmune compromised and I do have autoimmune disorders. But I will still do it because I don't believe in herd immunity, because people are terrible. So we will be going to Mexico October 8th. Treatments will start on the 9th, and we'll go from there. I will be posting probably daily at that point, either on here or on my Twitch channel or on my TikTok. You can follow me all three ways. I'm Lovelyred. I'm easy to find. But you can follow me all three ways. We will be documenting all of it, the emotions, the pain. Hopefully it's entertaining for you. We'll also be documenting the whole pregnancy. So you guys will be knowing everything that is going on with pregnancy as well as everything else. And you guys will be able to see what it's like to be 44, have autoimmune, do IVF, and keep on going. So it should be entertaining. It should be great to watch. And it will give people a better knowledge. Now, I did end up getting 2 books to read about IVF, and I've also been reading several books on autoimmune. That way I have a better understanding of both processes and both things that I need to do. Because the autoimmune is the reason I had problems getting pregnant and staying pregnant. And the whole thing is just crazy. So we are getting it taken care of. All my documented miscarriages went to my doctor in Mexico. Everything that has been documented about my fertility has gone to Mexico. I will be taking all my test results to my new doctor on the 5th of October is when I go to my doctor. But I am getting treated for a false positive anyway, because it's not going to hurt me, it's not going to hurt the baby to get a shot of penicillin. I'm not allergic to penicillin, amazingly, because I'm allergic to a lot of other stuff. But we will be getting everything done. So this is just a quick update. I was trying to raise a little bit more money before we go. I do have majority of the money already done. My husband has been raising money himself. He got a second job to help pay for some of the little extras. And I've been working my job. So we have a little bit, so it should be a good time. But my next one I will post, and I'll show you guys all the tests and everything else that were ran, because it's a little crazy, and I will tell you what I used and everything else, because at the time when I was having those tests ran, I didn't have insurance, because yeah, I didn't have insurance. It's all good. My hubby forgot to put me on his insurance, and we didn't find out, and he forgot until it was too late, so it's all good. And like my current job right now does not offer insurance to its employees, so I'm on his insurance, and hopefully when I get back from Mexico, because no one's going to hold on to you after taking a 21-day vacation after starting a few months ago. No one's going to keep you. You're going to get fired or canned. So I will automatically be looking for a new job the minute I get back, hopefully with insurance, so it is better for me. I am not very in the middle here, but that's okay. So in turn, we will be doing all the updates and everything. My mother is still right here in this little vial, and she will stay in the vial until we get back from Mexico, and then because I will have her dying wish done, I'm going to put her in a few resin molds for my dad, my brother, and his kids. And that way they have something that they can hold on to of her. Because I don't know if my brother got any of the ashes or not, and I figure make something pretty out of her, and they'll have something of her. So it's going to be fun. You guys will get to see some new things. We are going to start cooking more on the channel and everything else as soon as we get everything going, because my kitchen is a little small. But as always, we have a 100% chance of floof every stream. Every time I'm on here, there's going to be someone fluffy nearby. So if you guys like, please follow me on my TikToks, on my YouTube, and on my Twitch. Like, subscribe to all of them, because everything helps the floofs as well as my family. So as always, thank you guys, and we will see you the next time. Have a great day.